Good morning and welcome to MS4. Today we're going to be talking about the big surprise I had this week and also doing a quick get ready with me with some fun spring-like, hopefully, colors. So we're going to talk about empties, and that's how we're going to talk about the big surprise. So this is the Vegamore Grow. This is the conditioner. And then I have a travel size. I went through and I took out my travel size shampoo and put it with my regular shampoo that I've depotted of the Vegamore, so I could have it in a different bottle. And I'm using the travel size conditioner because I finished up my bottles of the conditioner, and I was getting ready to order during the Sephora sale. So let me get started with the makeup, and then we'll talk about how this all went down. So I figured I didn't really need to rush it. I figured, well, I'm Rouge. I can shop at any time, and the things that I'm looking at picking up are basically, you know, like refreshes of my shampoo. So it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna hop on first thing and get shopping in any rush. You know, it's gonna be fine. So came around, you know, I got the emails that, okay, now it's time where the other Sephora level members can shop, the VIB and the just insiders, which it's free to sign up for that. So Rouge was my normal level, and it's 20% off. And I was thinking about it. It's like, well, I'm signed up for the Vegamore for their website. So technically, if they have any sales, they can contact me. I leave all the cookies on for the websites that I trust and that I want to buy from. So it's not a big deal. So anyway, I get onto the Sephora website and I put stuff in my cart, and I'm looking at the coupon code, and I put it in. It's like, oh, VIB 15% off. I'm like, wait, what? Because I haven't really been paying attention because I haven't been shopping because I've been on a low buy. So I look at it, and sure enough, I have lost my Rouge status. I've lost my Rouge status. I actually feel okay about that. I've been Rouge for a long time, and some of it is because I put all of my replenishable items through Sephora generally, sometimes Ulta, depending on what it is. And that way I'm earning points, and I'm, you know, upping my status and getting some discounts and getting some great free offers when they come out, or with a purchase, free with purchase. So that's been great. I've enjoyed that. But since the low buy, apparently, I've dropped off, and I am only VIB now, which is probably better in a lot of ways because it does signal that I'm spending less than $1,000 a year at Sephora. The thing is, if you have expensive shampoos and things like that, it does add up fairly quickly. Shampoos, skincare, all those easily replenishable items. So anyway, so behold, I am now VIB. So got that little information, and so I'm like, okay, let me go just look at the Vegamore site and see, you know, if there's any sales going on, if anything's happening there. And no, it was just regular business as usual. However, I left the website, the direct website for Vegamore. In about half an hour or so, I received a text, which I'm signed up for text also. And it said, oh, we saw you, you know, checking us out. Here's a coupon for 20% off of anything that you want to pick up from the site. So, huzzah! I can get 20% directly from the website. And I thought about that, and I thought, you know, a lot of the brands are doing friends and family or direct sales right now. And I've given them my information, my text, my email, so they can send me things to let me know when great shopping is happening. So in this case, I also accepted the, whenever you're on the site and accepting cookies, it's a site that I know and I can see, make sure they're just using my information and not selling it elsewhere. But anyway, so in this case, they saw me checking them out and sent me a coupon. So I can shop directly from their website and get 20% off. And some, if you wait till some of the friends and family, they do have great sales. And if you're only a VIB or an insider, it's a much better sale. And like, say if you want Natasha Denona have their great sales. And also they are giving out the coupon codes to different influencers. So you can, on the regular, get 15% off at Natasha Denona. So speaking of which, that's why this is the Glow Blush Mini My Dream. And I have kind of a pinched brush because it's so tiny. I wish they would have made this in a bigger size. I really like this color story, but I don't necessarily reach for it all the time because it's tiny. But anyway, so that's what we're doing. But very pretty blush. But it's hard. If I wanted to just get the specific color, I would just need to do a small brush, like a highlighter brush. But anyway, so that's that. So how do I feel about losing my Rouge status? I do like feeling like I'm a Rouge. I do like that. That's probably why I need a low buy right there, because I enjoy it. But I do like the gifts with purchase, because there's a lot of things I get emails for. It's like, you know, with a $25 spend, you can get all these different samples of something, or samples of something specific that I would like more than just one little card. I'd like to sample it over, you know, many days to try and see if I like it. And there's been lots of stuff that I actually, okay, so I'm going in the blush and just doing a little into the eyes. There's a lot of things that I've learned that way that I am very much interested in. The Dr. Jart Ceramide moisturizer was one of those. I found things that I know I end up not wanting because of that. The new Tatcha, the eye cream, I could take it or leave it. So I was like, oh, all right, so I'm good. I'm good for the new Tatcha. So it ends up being useful that way to be able to get those. They're also good for travel. One of these days I will travel again. All right, so I'm gonna be using Sigma's The Little Mermaid. Speaking of really excellent sales, they have been running, they ran like a 50% off Disney there. The Beauty and the Beast palette for that, I don't believe they have the full palette, but they have the 7-pan palette of that actually has more branding, more pictures of the Disney characters from that. So, and it's really, that is a great palette. But if you're looking for something Disney, this Little Mermaid is a lot of fun. So I'm looking at it. They have reds. I think I want to do teals. They have the purples, reds, teals. It's a beautiful palette. Very sparkly. So let me show you the two sparkly shades. So Swimming is in the duochrome. And I apologize if you've seen this before, or if you're wanting something different. Okay, and then this is kind of just a base teal. And then this is the matte, very matte. And then this is more of the black. This is Villainous. This is black. Or we could use Dark Magic, which is purple. Do we want to do purple or black? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Let me wipe this off really quickly. And we're gonna get some turquoise eyes going on here. Anyway, so the idea for me is, and I'll just show you this over. I think because the duochrome in this is kind of reddish, maybe I'll do an under eye in red. Waha, let's see. We'll just see. We're gonna play. But anyway, there is a part of me that just really likes being cool and being Rouge. Can't lie about it. I do like it. Okay, so we're gonna be very careful about this since we're doing upper and under. This is very pigmented. So we're gonna do the crease and then down into this side and then pull that up. See, very pigmented. And this is Deep Blue Sea that we're using. But I'm often curious about things. So being Rouge allows me to be curious. I end up with a lot of points to try different products. Sorry, my voice. It's getting a little scratchy. Let me take a real quick drink. I don't know if that'll help, but we'll try. This is my Hydro Flask. Okay. I think that's a little better. All right, so what I think I want to do is put on that duochrome first before the middle shade because I want to make sure I can get the middle shade down. So it's a pretty intense focus. So we're going to do that first. I'm just cleaning off the same brush. This is a Sigma brush from the Beauty and the Beast collection. Does it say? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. It is the E55. So it's a packing brush. But it's very beautiful. I love the handles for these. Okay, so we're going to put down the duochrome next. So this guy here. This is the Swimming. So we're going to put that mostly on the inside of the lid. We're going to leave a little space for inner corner of the eye. And I'm not sure how the camera will pick up the duochrome. That's the interesting thing always is real life versus on camera. Because some of the things on camera don't really pick up the way that they will in, say, sunlight or low light. So you never know. It's good to before you put on something to go to a big event, it's really important to take photos in different lighting for whatever your event might have, because if they shift colors, you want to know what they shift to. Okay, I feel like this is doing well. Okay, now we're going to just flip this brush and take into Beautiful Voice, and it's going here. So kind of that's a good one. The other night, you may have seen me, I was doing some experimenting with the Colourpop Twilight palette because I just wanted to see a fairly deep look, something a little different, and I wanted to be able to just wash it off. So, okay, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is from the Cinderella collection at Sigma. And I'm just going to take the Loverboy, this one, and just do up towards the lash line, just a little blending. I do have, like I said, that blush that I came and put in towards the eye, but I just want to reassert some of that near the brow. Okay, now we've got that in. Now we're going to do, let me see if I can get just a pencil brush. Okay, that's a liner one. Let's do the liner. This is also from the Beauty and the Beast. So we have the dark rusty red and then the sparkly red. Let's see. The dress that I have on is another one from Nooworks, Nooworks, which is local here in California and Los Angeles. We have shops in Los Angeles, but they do all of the constructing in California. Okay, so that's interesting. Now, next question. Do we want that sparkly red, or do we want like a sparkly purple? Or do we just want to go to the seagull and the white? Questions. Maybe let's just go to the seagull and the white. I'm going to clean off this brush. This is a really sparkly red. Like this, a soft shell. It's a very, very buttery is right, maybe. You'll see, it's a thicker kind of a color, but it's great. I don't know that it's with this look though. Don't know. So I think that's also in the duochrome. Maybe we see it that way. So hard to know. But I think maybe that's a little deeper from what we're going. Let's just go ahead and, the other thing that's I'm always tempted to go to is Jumpin' Jellyfish, which is in the purpley, multichromy, blue, green loveliness. That's on the bottom there. But I think we're just going for the seagull, the white one. Okay. Very exciting. Okay, I'm gonna put down my cleaning cloth there, and we're going into the seagull, which is also a little duochromy. Trying not to get it too wild. Only a little wild. Okay. Let's try this other side. And I'll do a swatch of it so you can see. There we have it on that one. Let me do a little lining. do I want? Maybe I'll just do that, just a little, see what that does. I don't know that that added anything. So let's try for the deeper. So this is Colourpop Ventura Blvd. This is a multi-chrome. I've really enjoyed these multi-chromes. I don't know that you'd be able to see the multi-chrome on the eye as just a liner for this one because we have other shadows. Okay, let me, so this is in the blue purple sort of multi-chrome. So it's Colourpop Ventura Blvd there on the end here. Okay, let's mascara it up and we'll do some lips and call it a day. But anyway, part of the low buy is trying to deal with the FOMO when things come out. The other thing is to, when something you really actually want is going to come out, making sure that you have funding for it at the time, or that you have space on your credit card or whatever you're doing. But that idea that there are some things that I actually don't want to miss out on, that I do want to pick up, and having that feeling of being able to having the capital when the time is right, you know. I think that's something that I just wish that I had a better handle on sometimes, is being able to hold on to money for specific uses. It's not in the general fund. It's got to be out somewhere where I don't say, oh, I have money, and no, I don't. And it also has to be something that I know that I am going to absolutely want to spend the money on, and it's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to spend this instead of like paying my rent or buying groceries or things like that. So it has to be, I have to be in a good enough place to be able to say, okay, this is earmarked for makeup and it's okay. I'm going to put just gloss on. This is the Glamlite. This is one of their lip kits, and this is the birthday cake, which I love the fragrance of. I was so sad that the that the peach didn't really smell like peach. It kind of just smelled like candy. But this one so smells like a baked good. Oh. So since we've got a fairly deep eye, this has a lot of sparkly multicolored in it. And a lot of shine. It's a thicker gloss. It does calm down and settle in, so it doesn't feel too much like it's going to be going everywhere. You can get it too thick. I'm probably on the very edge. We could take a little wipe here and there we go. But I think it has a nice sparkly to it. It feels, you know, we're kind of getting into that moment where it's like spring and it's feeling a little summery. My partner hates it when I say that because he's like, don't rush spring. We just had winter and now you're rushing spring and you want summer. And I'm like, well, it just kind of feels that way. It feels a little summery. So, all right, putting on the spectacles. I think we did okay. So for right now, I feel okay about not being Rouge anymore. maybe, you know, I could take a little pride in it, but, you know, I don't know. I probably would be spending the money. There would be things that have come out that I was on that ledge teetering over. The new YSL blushes almost got me. Those were in my cart, and then I just had to like talk myself back out of it because I have 4 billion blushes. 4 billion. But anyway, so I'm just taking in the fact that I'm no longer Rouge. You know, I can't lord it over people and go, oh, I'm Rouge, I can get to shop first. You know, like, it's all right. But anyway, it did come as a surprise to me because I didn't realize that I'd flipped over from the low buy, I'd flipped over into the VIB. So anyway, that's the news. So hope you're all doing well. I'm liking how this look is feeling. Feels kind of fun. My dress feels kind of fun. So hopefully I'm gonna have some fun today. Hope you are having fun and hanging in there, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.